I just want to offer one more proof that if you repeat nines forever and ever in decimal form, 0.9999999, that is equal to 1. But in order for me to do this, you have to kind of make one leap of, I don't want to call it understanding, but belief here, that if I have a number, let's say a number 1 over infinity, well, what's that? What is that really? Well, let's think of this. If I have 1 over 10, that is a small number, it's 0.1. If I have 1 over 100, that is a smaller number, it's 0.01. Well, what if I have 1 over 10 to the 6th, or 1 over a million? That's 0.00001, right? Yeah. So, if I have a number like, or 1 over 10 to the 99th power, that's going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. The point is not to measure did I put the right amount of zeros in here, but it's just the idea that as the number gets bigger on the bottom, this number gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until it approaches 0. So the idea is that 1 over infinity is negligibly 0. Okay, so it is 0. As this number approaches infinity, this becomes 0. Okay, so if you believe that, then you shouldn't have any trouble believing this proof. Okay, so what is 0.99999? Let's just say. Well, that's the first number is 9/10, so that's 9/10 plus 90, or 9/100ths, right? Plus 9/1000ths plus 9/10,000ths. Okay, that's the basic idea of how decimals work here. 9/10ths, 9/100ths, 9/1000ths, 9/10,000ths will give you 0.999. Well, what if I do this forever, right? If I do this forever till the cows come home, then it's just going to be 9 over 10 plus 9 over 100 is 10 squared, right? Plus 9 over 10 to the third, which is 1,000, plus 9 over 10 to the fourth, which is 10,000, plus da 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 da, 9 over basically 10 to the infinite power, right? So this looks like a very similar series to me. This is what's called the geometric series. And so if I add all these up, I'll call this the sum of this geometric series. And basically the sum of this geometric series is, well, I can pull out my 9 if I want. All right. If I pull out my 9, what do I have? I have 1/10 plus 1 over 10 squared plus 1 over 10 to the third. I think you get the idea. Plus 1 over 10 to the infinite power. Okay. And what's the rate in which all these are increasing? Well, they're each being multiplied by 1/10. So the geometric series. I won't go through the proof of the geometric series really, but the formula in this case. Okay, if this is the sum, geometric formula in this case, well, let's define a couple things. Let's say our A, the number that's being multiplied every term, is 9. And let's say R, the number that's each term is being multiplied by, in addition to that A, is 1/10. R stands for the rate. So each one increases by a rate of 1/10. So this is R to the first power, this is R to the second power, this is R to the third power, and so on and so on. So the formula in this case is the sum of this geometric series will be that A times my first term, right, minus my last term, divided by my 1 minus my rate. And that's a basic formula. And in this case, it is exactly what it is. And I will, I have other videos that I prove that in. Okay, so I said A was 9, so that's 9. My first term was 1/10. My last term was, well, this went to 0. Remember, that went to 0, so that became 0 over 1 minus my rate, which is 1/10. Okay, so this becomes 9/10 over 9/10, which of course is just 1, showing that 0.9999 again is the same thing as 1.